When Sugar Rush was casting, two of their casting producers were fans of my RuPaul's Drag Cakes. And they located me, they pinned me down and gave me a call and said, "We are obsessed with your drag cakes. We're casting for Sugar Rush Season 2. We need to have you. We want you on." I was raised by a single mother who had 3 boys. There's a big age gap between me and my 2 older brothers. They were always best friends, hanging out with each other, and I was just a little too young to be able to hang out with them, so I was alone most of the time. I was really creative and artistic. I loved to paint and color and do all kinds of artsy stuff, but usually by myself. And at school, I was very quiet. I did my homework. I wanted to get good grades, but I didn't have a lot of friends. So the first person I told that I was gay and different was my first boyfriend in high school when I was 18. His name is Adam, and he had been out to his family and friends for a few years and really sort of helped me figure out what I was and feel comfortable. I didn't even tell my friends. I didn't tell my family. I wasn't out at all to anyone. But I saw him in the hallway one day and I knew that there was something about him that attracted me to him, and I pursued that, and for a long time he was the only one that knew that I was gay. Being with Adam helped me finally come out to my best friends. I didn't have to hide anything from them anymore, so I didn't have to pretend to act straight or hide certain things about myself. It was really freeing. So right out of high school, I went to cooking school. I thought I wanted to be a savory chef in like a fancy restaurant. I went to the Le Cordon Bleu cooking school in Austin, Texas. And it was fun, but I really excelled in the 6-week baking course that we had. I became that guy in class that was always put on dessert duty when we would make like family meal for everyone in school. And I just learned that I was a bit better with baking and desserts. The sort of organized chaos and, following recipes to a T, that was just sort of my vibe, which I was able to learn in school. So back home in Texas, I bought a new car. And as soon as I got to the dealership, I saw a Nissan Cube and I knew that I just had to have it. And I got it. But I needed a way to pay for it because it was really expensive. So I had an idea about making cube-shaped cakes and selling them from my cube-shaped car. So that kind of started everything, but it was still many years after that until, the bakery got going. And then from there, I decided just to up and move to Seattle. It was always an idea in my mind. And I knew that when you're used to finding round cookies, round pies, round cakes for a dinner party, I wanted to do the complete opposite. And to me, that was just changing the shape. And it just sparked something. So in the early days of Cube's Baking Company, when we were busy building out the space and we couldn't open yet, I just needed something to continue to allow myself to be creative and improve my cake making skills. So I started making cakes inspired by drag queen fashion seen on RuPaul's Drag Race in the basement of my landlord's house. And at first I just started doing it for fun. I knew that I needed display cakes to sort of have in my shop for, visual purposes. But it kind of turned into a thing, and I ended up getting a lot of social media attention on my original bakery page because of these things. When Sugar Rush was casting, 2 of their casting producers were fans of my RuPaul's Drag Cakes. And they located me, they pinned me down and gave me a call and said, "We are obsessed with your drag cakes. We're casting for Sugar Rush Season 2. We need to have you. We want you on." I went. We got on Sugar Rush, and then we won Sugar Rush. But the response to Sugar Rush was crazy. I had no idea what to expect. People were really proud to see not only someone in their neighborhood, but also as a Mexican-American person, we were able to inspire and touch a lot of other people in the Latinx community. My life has changed because now people look up to me, which is weird. It's still kind of new and a weird idea for me. But having young people and Latinx people around the world send messages about how proud they are of us and representing the culture and being gay or being queer, it means a lot. Since we opened 3 years ago, we've always had a commitment to donating whether it's desserts or resources or time, to local organizations that do really good work for the queer community, for the trans community, for specifically the Latinx community and the queer Latinx community. I feel a sense of validation with the type of work that I do. I feel way more comfortable in my own skin than I ever have before. So it's super rewarding now, knowing that I have a platform and that young queer people can look up to me and see that using that creativity that all of us have and that passion and turning it into something that can be a career and make you money and make you happy is really, really cool. To any young queer people that feel isolated and lonely, just know that your tribe exists, but sometimes it just takes perseverance and it takes strength, of course. I'm Kevin Moulder, and I'm here to tell you it gets better.